Let's make this smaller. And let's see what we look like over here. We should be live. Yep, we're live. Hey, everybody.
Hey.
I got lots of friends with me today. So we're going to just hang out and we're going to craft. I see that we do have Manuela and Willow over in the chat. Hi, ladies.
Hey, Willow. Willow needs to be here, too. She's a crafter.
Yes, she is.
Anytime she'd like to come on with us and show us what she does, we'd love that.
Hello.
So we got Heather, Kathleen, Gianna, and Cindy today, and they're working on their things. Hi, Barbie. Hi, Casey. I'm going to fill out some Christmas gift cards, and I'm going to attach these little handmade snowflakes to a bracelet. I didn't make these, though. I bought these from an Etsy seller to use as ornaments, but didn't get around to doing that. Not happening at all. You can do like Kathleen. She just shows you her workspace.
Yeah.
And just kitty chat with us. But yeah, if anybody wants to start, you can tell them what you're making today. And
I didn't think you wanted to see my mug.
we don't mind. I'm over here in pajamas.
I probably did knock myself off, didn't I?
There's nothing wrong with wearing your pajamas.
I love my little pajamas.
Well, everybody, today I am, if anybody saw the auction Sunday with me and Jewelry Nurse, I am working on the medallions that Kim Webster had won. And like I told her, it's going to be genuine buffalo bone with genuine stones. With this one, I am adding some abalone, and I'm doing the edging right now of the medallion, and I should basically have this necklace done by the end of the show. So
yeah,
it's going to be pretty fun. And I've got 2 more to do. So if everybody remembers that was there, I had put 3 medallions in with the lot that she had won from me. So
cool. Yeah, guys, if you don't know who Gianna is, she has a channel of her own, and also she has a Facebook group, and these medallions that she's working with, she sells those so that you can make your own jewelry with them.
I was fixing to ask something dumb, like, where do you get those centerpieces?
Yeah, she creates those.
I didn't know that.
All right, we got Kathleen on here today, and Kathleen, you want to show us what you're working with?
Oh, yes, I'm making some more Christmas ornament covers, and I've got a tray of wire wrapping that's sitting behind me that I'll be grabbing up when this is done. So I don't know how long we're going to be on here, but
probably around an hour or so.
Yeah, I'll still be just working on this probably then.
Okay, so yeah, she makes those beautiful beaded ornament covers. Well, it's the ornament and the cover that goes over it.
Yeah,
they're really cool, and you can order those too if you're interested. She makes those, and those are available for you if you're interested. And I guess you customize them by whatever color they want. Such.
Yeah, but get in line because
yeah, she might be backed up. You definitely probably wouldn't get it by Christmas, but you wanted some for next year. All right, Cindy, do you have something set today that you were going to work on?
I'm just finishing my beading. I'm working on beading.
All right.
I just got to finish it, and then I'm going to edge it. Then I'm going to start trying to work on the necklace part. So
cool.
Anyway.
And
I'm working on shipping.
Right. I've got to do some of that too while we're sitting here. And Heather is going to wrap some presents for us today because she's got that bow thing down pat.
I have wrapping paper downstairs. I don't even remember. Dwayne got it from storage unit, of course, like, I don't know, a dozen rolls, and I can't remember what it looks like. So we'll see if I have ribbon make both to go with
Okay.
it. So, yes, wrapping gifts for my children. Legos, sets of Legos.
You know what I did?
For my
I bought these little cinch bags, and I'm not wrapping anything.
Awesome. Even though my kids are grown, they still all love Legos, so they get a little Lego set.
Yeah, I think Legos carry with adults. They love them too. Like I even like playing with Legos.
Well, then I will show you.
I don't go out, I'm not like a collector and go out and buy them, but if somebody has some, they're like, hey, I'll come over there and play. Anything creative.
So as we were looking at the boxes of Legos, that one's for my 19-year-old.
Those are neat, yeah.
Wait, nope, it's Batman. That one's for my almost 27-year-old.
Now, once they build them, do they display them?
I don't know. They're probably floating around somewhere. This one's for my 19-year-old.
Just like the automobile and stuff? Or is that from a particular movie? Or?
No, that one's more of a generic. And then for our daughter, of course,
Harry Potter.
And then because I said I thought it was cute, I get to wrap and then unwrap a
Did you find a hello?
No, but it is.
Friends. That one's for Heather.
Yes.
Friends? What's Friends? Is that like a cartoon?
No, I think they're little people. Oh my gosh. The little people I had when I was a kid compared to what they do now, it is amazing. But it's definitely girly.
Oh yeah, they have like hair and stuff.
Yes, yep. My first Lego people couldn't even sit down.
You should paint them like the characters in your book.
There you go. There was one girl Lego. I remember that. And so of course I claimed that one in the mega set that now would probably be $1,000. Parents got for us.
I have a cool Lego set over here that I bought, and my son started putting it together to see if all the pieces were there, and they're not there. So I bought it to go in a booth or to go online, but since it's not all there, I'm probably just going to put it in a bag with a bunch of other Legos and sell just a bag of Legos.
Yeah, we have one of those Lego shops like right down here near our U-Haul storage unit place, so you can get like all kinds of cool stuff there. And then we've got a Lego Land up in Atlanta. I took JJ there last year, I think it was, or the year before.
Well, I'm probably going to need help on putting my Legos together because I pretty much suck at putting Legos together. I don't know why. When my kids were little, my boys would build these starships, and I could build a square, this little box house. But I figure I'll have to put a shelf up somewhere, though, probably in here, over there, for it, because we have cats, and they'll run off with all my Lego parts.
Yeah, they're funny that way, aren't they?
Yes. So I have to show for everyone. Kathleen, here's one of the ornaments that I got it yesterday. So excited. It's absolutely beautiful. That's the other one. We're giving these as gifts.
Where'd you get the ornament displays?
Kathleen.
You sent those too?
Yes. I was most surprised and excited.
Awesome.
That's for my mother-in-law and my sister.
I have one, but I ended up finding it at a thrift store, and I was always wondering, well, where could I get another one from if I wanted?
You can order them online.
That's what I
order them offline somewhere.
Order them.
Yep.
I've got my little cloisonne ball in there next to the Christmas tree, hanging on that one that I found. Let's see. Christmas cards. Never know what to put in them.
No, I don't like my writing either, so I don't do Christmas.
Right. I try real hard, but not that great.
I do not have pretty handwriting. So is everybody ready for Christmas?
No.
Not yet.
Oh, good. I'm not the only one. We have some things showing up on Amazon.
I wasn't ready for Thanksgiving.
It all snuck up on us, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it did.
I mean, I started making these Christmas things, what, before Thanksgiving, and I'm still making them. Probably
Huh?
around Halloween. Yes, that's when the stands, I found all them stands. They had the witches inside the bulbs. You know,
Oh, fun.
but they didn't send the witch. They didn't send the bulbs. I'm like, oh heck, I thought I was gonna get the witch bulbs with it, you know, with the little stands. But no, watch out when you order the stands. They make you think that you're gonna get bulbs with it. They don't. So, you know. Anyway, I've used that for how long I've been doing this. Like I didn't realize we need to start before before Halloween, you guys, for Christmas to do Christmas stuff.
You can start taking orders in July.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Cold down here in Houston.
I'm just talking up a storm and I've got my mic muted.
I think so. I don't care
You're
about
wondering why we were ignoring you, huh?
No, I just I was wadding up paper to stuff this package and then I realized, oh, they can hear that, so I muted my mic. And then now I'm trying to cut me some ridges in my box.
I'm just trying to concentrate on what to write, and that's why I got real quiet.
Oh, there we go.
I'm going to go grab some wrapping paper. I'll show you what I find.
Okay, cool. I haven't bought wrapping paper in probably a couple of years. I usually, when I do go buy wrapping paper, I buy whatever I think I'll need for that year, and then I usually go back after they've marked it down after Christmas, and I'll go buy some more and stash it for the next year. So I didn't need any. Like I said, I didn't really need any this year anyway because I made handmade gifts and everything was going into little bags. And then the kids, I found these like kind of like a burlap sort of bag with drawstrings that are pretty big, and I was just filling those with stuff for them.
Hi, Dwayne.
Did he pop in over there? Oh, in the chat. Hey, Dwayne.
Oh, I'm sorry, I just sent my DNA to somebody.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
No, it's a hair. One of my hairs got caught in the tape, and I try to not do that. I shed like a puppy dog. So
Well, I'm fixing to really freak you out. Some of my hair gets caught in my beading.
Oh, and mine too. That's why it's always
My
up
hair
and
gets
down.
all over everything. It falls out so much.
yeah.
So it's weed right in there, Heather. Go, where's she? Good, she didn't hear it. Don't tell her.
Let's see. Don't have to go in there. I don't think it's going to go in there.
I'm having to check all these glass beads. They come chipped, you know. Some of these ones from Hobby Lobby, you have to watch before you work with them. they get slung around by customers, I guess, and stuff and broke. So you don't want to work with something from stores like that without looking at what you're working with first.
Okay. I hear somebody's kitty.
That's mine.
That's your
Yeah, he's wanting to play, and there's nobody here to play with him.
oh.
I had to throw 2 away. That's pretty good compared to what it has been all season long so far. I'd probably throw the whole string of these things away. You put them all together. These drop beads I use for the ornaments. So many of them have been damaged.
Yeah.
Y'all see my little Christmas cards? They got little teddy bears on them.
Oh, those are cute.
I think they're vintage. I found these at the thrift store. And they say made in the USA, so they might be vintage.
Oh, that is cute.
Anytime I find anything with teddy bears on it, I usually pick it up.
Woody bear, teddy bear, yeah.
I ordered last night. I ordered off of the Hanes website. I ordered some white hoodies and some T-shirts,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to be making some Bougie Bear swag, I guess you'd call it.
There you go.
I'll show you how those end up coming out coming
Okay.
up soon, and if anybody wants to get one, y'all can
Merch.
let me know. Yeah,
What's
merch.
that?
But I don't know if all of it's going to be printed, but I thought about actually making a teddy bear cutout with fur and stitching it on to the,
Oh,
Oh, just cute.
and then adding like some Swarovski eyes and stuff.
there you go.
Saw some pretty Rivolis that would be cute that are sewn on in the ABs, and I just want to make it like a a bougie bear. I want it to be cute and blingy and furry and all that.
Sounds like a good idea. Heather, do you like your cards I sent you that I made?
Is Heather back?
Yeah, no, I'm here.
The wore out looking ones I made. Oh,
Let's see. There's the low business cards.
yeah. Did you see how I ragged them out on purpose?
Yes, those are way cool because I had watched your video on it, and then I saw. Yeah, those are on my nightstand, and way cool. Yeah, and then the tags too.
Oh yeah,
She did cool little tags.
it looks like it's almost like an old pirate ship map kind of thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Rag them out and scuff them up on purpose.
Yeah, that's totally cool.
You know,
very.
hers was even more so. I even started ripping hers and stuff. And it really browned it out, made it like it was 100 years old.
So I found wrapping paper. There's dragonflies
Mm.
Oh,
they're metallic-y. I can't really tell your camera.
dragonflies. Do we know if Brenda had her surgery? Has she had it yet?
And there's, I don't know. They're blobs. Are they supposed to be snowflakes? I don't know. They're gold blobs.
They kind of look like trees or tumbleweeds or something.
That sounds like a good enough description to me. I don't know if the dragonflies or tumbleweeds are Christmassy, but well, they are now.
Mm-hmm.
I still haven't even put up a Christmas tree, so I always say I'm all that festive. But Walmart.
Tomorrow morning is Brenda's surgery.
What
Okay.
getting?
Okay.
There we go.
This dragonfly, right, Brenda? Brenda's Dragonfly.
Brenda
Right?
Dragonfly, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll share the camera with all of you.
So we like looking at you.
So I've been
Did
reading.
everybody else sleep?
What
Where'd
was
they go? Maybe it's just you and me.
that? Where did
Maybe it's just you.
Oh no. Wayne and I did our Merry Christmas video for Pat D's. It only took us like 2 weeks to get to it. And then we did it on my phone and watched it. We're like, oh, that sucks. But we sent it to him anyway. It's funny because sitting in front of the camera live for me is easier than having to record something.
Yeah, because it just feels more natural. That's how I am too. It just like you're talking to somebody, but when you are thinking about it and you're like recording it, yeah, it's strange.
Yes.
Well, hi, Michael. He's in there asking if
You
this
found my
is the girls' channel.
Okay. I think I'm all caught up on shipping.
That's what I was saying. We need some more boys.
We do. I know we've got some boys out there that know how to do some beautiful arts and crafts too.
Well, Casey was in the chat too, and NASCAR Man's in the chat. So that's 2 more guys. So there's 3 guys.
Oh, goodness.
April, where are you?
Where am I? Oh gosh, I left it on Heather. I'm sorry. I'm telling y'all, I can't do 2 things at one time. I'm over here trying to fill out these cards. Okay. How about the cards for a minute? My brain's not working. I'm gonna make this little bracelet.
My hair is
I
wild.
still got to do those invoices.
Your brain wasn't working last night neither on the auction.
Well, that's because I started having a little bit of something to drink.
No. Okay. Shame on me.
I think we've done
My brain wasn't working, but it wasn't because I had something to drink. So
April was trying to save you, you know.
mine was just, I don't know what it was.
It sounded like a good excuse, Cindy.
Trying to do too much at one time. I don't know. There we go.
What are you gonna do with what you're beading, Cindy?
I'm going to make a necklace.
Oh,
Ooh.
awesome. Can't wait to see it.
I'm very ambitious here today.
Yes, you are.
I got some felt too the other day so that I could try that out myself. Cut out shapes.
Yeah, I'm doing it on felt instead of the harder stuff. Oh, she had 2 surgeries scheduled. Okay.
Try to cut
Well,
out some.
I think I'm done with being put to sleep for a while. So
Yeah, I don't like that either.
obviously I do not respond to that very well. So
I made this about 5 years ago. It don't hardly jingle, but for Christmas, to wear for Christmas. It's hanging up and things like that.
Oh yeah, that's cute.
Little jingle bells on it.
Oh, that's so pretty.
Yes. How fun.
Those would be real cute around your boots at Christmas time.
I was thinking a choker.
Oh, never thought of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of fancy.
Jingle. You rock.
I'm working on this pair of earrings.
Let's see. Oh, neat.
Way pretty.
Is that like a little bunting?
Oh, there you go.
Oh, it's a rose in there.
Yeah,
It's like a windmill or something. I don't think so.
Neat.
It's a
And it's like
rose
raised.
with dentalium shell.
Yeah.
and then some little brass beads down underneath the dentellium to kind of cover the holes. So,
Wow.
There's just something very soothing to me about sewing beads on a piece of felt. Especially now that I have my little dish mat here to keep them from rolling off of my table. So
Mike asked, "Did you get your rose quartz necklace yet?"
I answered him in chat. Not yet.
Oh, my bad.
It'll
Okay.
be here. Yeah.
Cindy,
Around my what?
No, Dwayne, I said boots. Boots.
What's
Oh
your
my
name?
goodness.
Dwayne,
Well, you know
keep
where
it
mine is.
G-rated. Keep it G-rated, dude.
oh my goodness.
Dwayne, I have a package ready to go to the post office for you. I just got to talk somebody into going to the post office.
But not if he keeps being naughty. He doesn't get a gift.
Hey, Lily, you want to take this package to the post office for Cindy?
Have a long walk.
Yes, I got it, Dwayne, Mike, and I've got your package ready to go to the post office too. So I have got everybody that's paid ready to go. I just got to get to the post office. My post office closes at 4:30, so I can go between this and Barbie's auction.
When I went to
Barbie's auction, I got to go and give her a hard time. So softy and all that, you know.
when I went to pay it today, Cindy, I was in the middle of printing, and for some reason, everything shut down right in the middle of the payment and everything. So I had to close everything out and pull it all back up. And I'm sitting here, I go to Lily, I go, "Did it go through?" And she goes, "I think I saw it go through, Mom." So I'm sitting here and I go back into PayPal and I'm looking and I'm like, the dang thing didn't go through. So I paid. Then my computer shut down again. I was like, what the heck is going on?
I promise I'm not hoodooing your computer. I promise.
Oh, no. I think what it was is I forgot to reboot everything. We had a power outage a couple nights ago. So I forgot to reboot everything. And
Probably
I
what
think
happened.
that's what happened to my printer, my desktop, and my smart TVs too. So,
Oh no, they won't be able to know what you're doing.
well, they're not going to be smart anymore.
It's not smart.
Oh no. I was having the same trouble trying to get on mine, and that's usually what it is, and I didn't even think about it. We had storms come up last night, and it probably knocked the power out.
Okay, here we go. We're gonna try this. If it works, it works. If it don't, it don't. Maybe we need to do this. Okay. Maybe we ought to. Yeah, let's do this.
Hi, Vicki. How are you?
Is it Vicky Porter? Hey, Vicky Porter.
Hi, Vicky.
Hi, Vicky.
I met Vicky just Thursday.
I heard.
Did you meet Vicki or did you meet Trixie?
Trixie.
I saw that the other night when they were coming out.
Oh, my goodness.
How is Vicky liking Farron?
Yes, You Love Jewelry is Mike, and he comes over from Cindy's channel. And I think also Jewelry Nurse too, or something, doesn't he?
He
Yeah.
watches all of us. He comes from Barbie's channel. He watches my channel, CC's, Autumn Grace. You like it,
Now
Mike.
mine, yay!
It's not, and now yours. It's not Roland Mike. It's Missouri Mike. So We got room in our community for 2 mics.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think of the edging so far? Is that
Let's see.
like it?
Oh, yeah. Are those like kind of coppery beads? They seem to pick up the light really nicely.
Oh yeah, they're called African Sunset Gold.
Those are pretty. Yeah, I like
Hi,
that.
Lydia. How are you, hon? Oh, that's pretty. I like you. I have a feeling I'm doing this wrong, but you do it as you go.
Do you have a website, Kiana, that you get your leather, the real leather that you use on your jewelry from?
Huh?
You have a particular site that you use to get your real leather for your
You
jewelry?
mean like my buckskin?
Yeah.
I usually tan my own, but since I've moved to Nevada, I have nowhere to tan it. So remember that website, that Redwood Road Trading Post? The website. I purchased from there. I purchased their scrap pieces for the jewelry making and stuff. So,
Okay.
but the
You too. Get the scrap.
but my expensive stuff that I make with my beadwork, I usually put smoked deer hide on it. Oh my gosh, it smells so beautiful.
Oh, it has a nice scent to it. I've never experienced that.
It does. It smells so good.
Is it like similar to like when you smell a leather jacket, or does it have some kind of other scent?
Let me see. I don't know. Maybe Willow knows about smoked hide and stuff, smoked deer hide, but it has. I don't know. How would you
I mean, are
describe
we
it?
talking like an edible good smell, or like a?
Yeah, it kind of smells edible, and it
Oh,
smells. Oh my gosh, it smells so good.
oh, cool.
like deer jerky kind of
Somebody's
smell.
gonna be chewing on their jewelry.
Oh,
uh,
Ugh, gotta put the ring on here. This one didn't have a.
okay.
it kind of has like a mild hickory smell to it too.
Oh.
So yeah.
Maybe they smoke it with hickory wood. Maybe.
Usually we smoke it with cedar.
Okay.
Yeah. Somebody's asking in the chat who's playing music.
Lily, will you please turn the TV off? I didn't realize it was on. Don't pay attention to that.
I didn't think
anymore.
about it at all either. It like wasn't affecting me, but I don't know if it'll affect if it's like anything copyrighted.
cool.
I don't know.
Willow says she gets her leather from vintage clothing.
Yeah, I looked. I did. I went to the thrift store looking for like maybe a pair of pants or something that I could cut up and use them. I haven't found anything yet. But I do. I keep my eye on that kind of stuff. So I'm waiting to
Go
get it.
find disco pants and cut them up.
Dwayne had a pair of like 5X leather pants. I think he finally sold them.
So you could make a lot of jewelry out of a 5X.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so I've got these snowflakes attached. So what do y'all think of that as a bracelet? Do y'all think that's
Oh, that is cute.
that'd be too much, or
No, it's a fun charm bracelet.
you don't
It's
think they're too big? May have to add another beaded section to it.
Yeah, there you go, Barbie. Yeah, old leather purses at thrift stores their leather is really good to use too.
Yeah, I didn't think about taking apart a purse. Oh, okay. Dwayne said he's got
You know what?
straps. Okay, cool.
Hey, I have did I send you that green, April, that green hobo bag that has the spots on it where I tried to clean it? It was leather. Did I send that to
I've
you?
gotten some hobo bags from you, but I usually bought them and they were, for
No, the
actually.
one that I got, this one was one that I messed up. I may have, I don't
I don't know
know,
if
I
you've
may have
sent
taken
that
it
to me.
somewhere. I'll have to look and see. I got a bunch of stuff.
I might try trying to cut up a hobo bag. I like those.
Ooh, my hobo wallet messed up. So, hey, take it off of me.
I'm not the best operator of this thing.
So, anyway.
And I
I
dropped
love
the
Kathleen's hands looks like Mrs. Santa Claus's
I know.
with their little lacy red sweater on. They look pretty.
I do.
Instead, you have to.
Thank you.
We just put our camera on and sit in front of it. I don't have a camera. First of all, I don't have a setup for really crafting real well. I'm just, if y'all saw my desk, y'all would probably all die from.
If you were to go outside of my camera view right here, you'd freak out. Like,
Right? Same way
find
here.
this little spot to even work on.
Ow.
Gianna's probably got the cleanest desk of us all.
I'm not a housekeeper anyway, so that's why I like having my own office so I can just shut the door at the end of the day.
I'm still trying to figure out the position of the camera, the way that y'all position it down. Like, do I need to get my tripod and just
That's what I got. That's what I got is my
over the
tripod.
table and point it down at the table?
Yep,
Come here.
How
Yeah,
y'all
that's what I got is my tripod.
that's what you do, April.
You come here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can.
I don't know how tall mine would be.
So the,
I have mine up in front of me, pointed down, as close as I can get, and pointed down as far as it'll go, without getting the legs in front of it. You know.
So you got it like on the other side of the table from where you're
Yes,
sitting?
in front of me, just a few inches.
Okay.
Pointed
Yeah,
straight.
then I can probably work that out. I could set it on the side of this work table over here.
Well,
Okay,
you better
say hi
close,
to
you got
everybody.
a place right in front of you. 12
Say
inches in
hi,
front
guys.
of you would work too.
Hi, Dave. Merry Christmas.
Way.
I got my own personal Santa Claus. Y'all see that white beard? Only my Santa Claus wears camo. He's camoed out today. I guess nobody saw him walking though, because he just walked around the block for an hour and a half. So it's the first day he's been able to walk since Saturday. I cut his foot Saturday night. So I was cutting his toenails and he jumped and I cut the end of a toe real good. So he's been babying it. So anyway.
Yeah, this
I'm so many. I told him that's what he gets for not being able to cut his own toenails. You have to put up with me cutting it. Hey, Vanessa Haran, how are you, my friend?
Hey, Vanessa.
Hey,
I didn't see her.
Vanessa.
That's my handsome guy. They're calling it Camo Claus.
Camel claws.
Cole for me for cutting him. Oh,
Uh-oh.
yeah, we don't do Christmas gifts anyway, so that wasn't. I wasn't expecting nothing, Dwayne. So. There we go.
For Christmas from our youngest son, I asked him to clean his room to show appreciation for the fact that we don't charge him rent.
Exactly. There you go.
That's a Christmas present for me.
I try to get that kind of thing for Mother's Day. I'm like, Mother's Day, I don't do anything. Y'all got to cook for me. You've got to clean up.
Heck yeah, I'll take cleaning the house, But all my kids, when they were young, and I hadn't even thought about it, but I think they all remember it. As my daughter who referred to it, that there was clean your room, and then there was I want it to be mom clean, and you actually put things away.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like, hurry, clean it. There's just, can't even walk through your room. And
Well, it's good to know I'm not the only one that said mom clean, because I tell them I want it mom clean, because
Yeah.
if I walk in there and have to clean your stuff up, it all gets thrown away.
You still say that to us.
when I turned 18, I was sad because I couldn't threaten to call DCFS on him anymore.
Oh.
Because I was like, when they were young, child services showed up now. They take you guys away. Look at this disgusting room. It was horrifying.
There we go.
Oh. The things we tell our children, and then when they become adults, we have nothing to threaten them with anymore.
Oh, yeah. Well, my daughter, she shared that she'd told a story about how I don't know what was going on, but I had told the kids, go get ready, and they all came downstairs, and I told them they looked like no one loved them, and that they were homeless by the outfits they had picked out. And so when Natalie tells her coworkers this story years later, they're like, "That was so mean." I'm like, "What are you talking about? I was feeling sorry for myself." What I tell my kids, they had to wear a coat in the winter to prove that they had a mother.
Oh. I kind of think that way too. My kids are like, they love to wear shorts even when it's cold outside, and they don't think to put on a jacket a lot of times. And that's what I think too. Somebody's going to see my kids and think that I don't even take care of them, that I don't care that it's cold, but this is what they want to wear.
Yeah.
Right?
Not what I told them to wear.
I had asked Natalie one time because I was thinking about the difference in how we raise girls opposed to boys. And so I asked her if I had repressed her in any way on account of her being a girl, if she ever felt that, compared to her brothers. And she was like, no, I had more choices than my brothers because, like, as far as her clothes went and her hair and all that, because my boys, I'd be like, nope, go do it again. But so I was very happy to hear that I had not done that to her.
When my boys were old enough to reach the back of the washing machine, I taught them how to do laundry, and I told them, now, if you want your clothes to look nice and neat, then you fold them neatly and put them in your drawer. If you don't care, you just wad them up and put them in the drawer. And so they wadded them up and put them in the drawer. And so when my youngest son died, my mother-in-law, she was always a very neat, ironed person. I don't know how to iron very well. She says I'm the only person that she ever met that could iron, and it looked more wrinkled than it was when I started. So, when John died, she wanted to iron his clothes because we just pulled clothes out of the drawer, pulled him out of a cowboy shirt and cowboy jeans, and anyway, and she wanted to iron them. And I just cried. I told David, Jesus ain't going to know who John is with his clothes all ironed.
Jeremy with his hair combed.
I was never good at ironing either. I used to try to fold the pants. I used to watch my granny do it. Like, she was religious about creasing your pants and all that stuff. And I tried to get it, but I would always try to do that. And then it'd end up with like these weird, creases in the wrong places. And I was like, no, I'm not good at this. I'll just throw it in the jar and, get the wrinkles out and put it on.
I'm better at steaming.
Now what?
We have a steamer.
Yeah, I have a steamer too since I started.
I prefer to steam over iron any day.
When I was changing out my winter clothes this morning, I was putting my winter clothes in my drawer and pulling my summer clothes out, and I realized I I don't fold my clothes up neither. I just wad them up and put them in there. So now they're wadded up and put in the suitcase under the bed. So.
Mine, they started with wash rags when they were toddlers. I'd let them fold the washcloths, because it's just fold in half, fold again, and get them to do that. And then as they progress, towels and all that kind of stuff. And then when they were old enough, I'm like, you need to start folding some clothes. But since they're not here all the time now, I end up usually folding most of their clothes. I don't think they fold over there. My daughter doesn't even match her socks together. She wears 2 mixed match socks. She don't care.
Before Dave got his brain injury, I wasn't allowed to do his laundry because he didn't like how I did his laundry. It wasn't to suit him. Now he's as slobby as I am, so I'll tell him, I'll say, hang stuff up, and he'll hang it up, and it'll be crooked hanging off the hanger. I told him, I said, that's not fair. I said, I was married to you for 31 years before the brain injury, and I said, and I learned how to live with the nitpicky one, and now I'm having to live with a slob. So, anyway, so you can't change it midstream like that. But I guess you can. So, anyway, but yeah.
Well, ask Dwayne, who folds his clothes and hangs his work shirts.
Who does that, Dwayne?
Hola, Rosa. Thank you for joining the live.
Does Jeremy like his mother? Somebody asked.
What was that?
Vanessa asked Dwayne, does Jeremy like his mother?
Jeremy is my kid.
So Dwayne said he guessed so. He never complains. So.
Yeah. No, I had to have 3 kids because since I changed husbands, my oldest is like his dad. Natalie adores her father, so I had to have a 3rd one to have my kid.
Oh, I think maybe Natalie has the same issue Dave
Oh,
has.
let's see. It's just
brain injury. She adores Dwayne. I'm sorry, Dwayne. I couldn't resist the jab. Sorry.
Yeah, like Dwayne said, Jeremy's never complained about his name. Both Dwayne and it says no, his name, not his mother.
Okay. I was kind of sad for
Jeremy. My brother.
Her son hated her. So.
Dwayne said he thinks it's the laundry elves that folds his shirts and hangs them.
Yeah,
the laundry elves.
Laundry elves.
Complain when things don't make it back to his dresser or his closet, because sometimes things just don't make it back. And if I left it up to him, it would still be sitting there.
Right.
I need to mute for a minute.
I'd act if I had a guy that was cleaner than me. I think I would just be super excited.
I know you wouldn't have to do any of the cleaning, right?
Or cooking. Somebody that liked to do all the cooking too. Not that I don't like to cook. I enjoy cooking, but I don't want to be doing it every day.
So why doesn't Vanessa's Jeremy like his name?
I don't know. My brother Jeremy, he would have been a Kenneth, but my mom changed his name. He was supposed to be a junior, and so she changed it to Jeremy. And I don't know where she got that name from because I've never heard it used in our family other than my brother.
Well, both Dwayne and my sister said that they thought that he should be named Jeremy. So I was like, okay, that sounds good. We went with that. So he's Jeremy John. And
you hear Jeremiah more often than you do Jeremy.
Yeah, I'll have to ask my Jeremy if he was German school. I don't know. He went to school with kids on the spectrum. So.
Hi, Jude. Barbie said she has enough Kenneths around her. Yeah, that's my father's name is Kenneth. And like I said, my brother would have been. Something happened back when he was born, and when she changed it, when he went to go get his driver's license or get a copy of his birth certificate at the health department, they didn't destroy the original birth certificate. So he had two of them on file, one under the name Kenneth Eugene and then one under the name Jeremy Eugene.
That's weird.
And so I guess after that, when he cleared that up, they must have gotten rid of the original one. I'll be right back, guys. Y'all can take over for a minute.
Gianna and I are the only ones not muted.
Yeah.
I'm
well,
not muted
Cindy's
no
not
more.
muted.
Ask Cindy. I switched back over to the.
Yeah, I'm not muted no more. I just was talking to Dave about my neighbor. We've been knocking on the neighbor's door. He's a very elderly man, and he hasn't been answering, but I think he may be gone because he has his outdoor lights on. So, but
Let's hope so.
I'm rushing through bags and stuff, y'all. That's why I'm muted. Okay. So
okay.
My friend's father-in-law, he went to the emergency room on Friday because he wasn't feeling well, and they found that he had issues they didn't know about, and he was gone by Sunday night.
Wow.
Yeah, he was going to be 80 soon, so getting up there in the years. And I guess he had told the family he was fine with going, and he went.
We had a house fire in our little town this weekend, and a lady died in the fire.
Oh, sad.
Yeah, she was in her 90s, but still,
Yeah, that's a horrible way to go. Living all those years, then dying a fire, that's awful. But, it would be anyway, but just thinking, typically people in their 90s, say, okay, I'm done, and they go.
My great-grandfather died in a house fire, and one of my great aunts did too. So.
My great-grandfather was declared dead twice, being a fireman. They thought he was dead 2 different times, but he lived into his 90s.
I don't know if I'm doing this right or not, but I'm getting an edge on that. See a blue edge on the yellow, so. And then when I get over to the blue beads, I'll change over and put a yellow edge on the blue beads.
Uh-huh.
Are you doing a peacock stitch?
I'm just sewing.
So okay.
I'm just sewing. I don't know
what is peacock stitch?
Peacock.
Peacock. What is a peacock stitch?
Okay. I'll do a little bit of one here just so everybody will see it.
Okay.
Let me cut this. Ooh, it don't matter how it goes. Da, 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 da. Grab another needle and thread. I can use these beads here. That'll be fine.
See.
Ooh, I've already got one threaded. Nice. I love it when that happens. Okay, a peacock stitch. Everybody knows I like to hide my knots, so just start right here. Oops.
We need to have April put her on the big screen.
I know. We need to put her on the big screen, don't we?
Yeah.
Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up 4 beads. And I'm going to go, let's see here now. That one, one of those, and then one of these. Okay, what this is going to be is my end bead. The first green bead I picked up is going to be my end bead. So what I'm going to do is come through from the back side to the front. Then I'm going to bring my thread over. I've done this before on my channel, but this is something that everybody probably have fun doing. I'm going to come up, pull my thread back up through where that last bead I have stands straight up. And then from there, I'm going to pick up one green, one red, and one green. Make sure that they're put together. Come back through the back side again to the front. Flip it over. And what you're doing is you're kind of like giving your edging a little floral look.
So it kind of makes a loop around the edge,
They stand up.
like a scallop.
Oh, I see, said the blind man to the deaf mute in the rainstorm.
Yeah.
So backside to front, and then put your beads on, and
Yeah.
then go over to the backside again and come through.
Come through the back. Okay, you'll come through the back into the front. Pull your thread through. I always do this so that way my thread don't get tangled. I put it over the back side. Then I come up the bottom of that very bottom bead there. I come up through the bottom of it.
That connects them. Okay.
Yeah. And see how it's raised?
Okay.
Oops. See how it's raised?
I'll have to practice.
That's a peacock stitch.
Okay, I like that stitch.
I do too.
Yeah, that's cute.
Yeah. But that's how you do a peacock stitch. And I put it on quite a bit of my beadwork. So, yeah, it's a very nice one.
Ow, I'm just bleeding.
Oh, you need a thimble.
This one here, this edging that I'm doing is called the wrap edging.
So that lays flat.
No, it curves around.
Oh, it curves around it.
Yeah, it's called a wrap edging. I just pick up 3 beads.
I'm gonna watch you do that. Yeah.
Pick up 3 beads, come through the back, kind of at an angle, and then I come up in between the red beads here and the green beads, pull it up through, and I make sure that my thread goes in between the beads. I have to make sure it goes in between those beads. And that also keeps the beadwork together when I do that. But this is called the wrap stitch.
Okay.
I think I need to do a tutorial on this one for my YouTube.
Oh yeah, because people like me will go searching for videos to learn how to do these things.
Yeah, I also plan on doing the peyote stitch edging. Now that one there will take a while, so if anybody's going to be interested in watching that one, that's going to be a 2-hour video.
Okay. Yeah, shoot me a message when you get ready to do it, because I'll come over and watch it.
Because it takes a while to pick up 1 bead at a time.
That's what I'm doing, is I'm sewing a bead at a time around the edge of this. But I mean, it's not anything pretty. It's just
well, it sounds to me like you're doing the blanket stitch.
So yeah, basically.
Yeah.
But I'm just doing it 1 bead at a time. So
yeah, the blanket stitch is one of the oldest edgings, and it was taught to the Native American by the Czech ladies who came to the United States. So it is a very, very pretty edging. I have a tutorial on that one too. So
now, is there a certain stitch that is original to the Native people that they did before that? Or did they not sew it all before that?
Oh, we sewed bones on our regalia, shells, teeth, animal teeth. And of course, we learned how to drill holes in abalone. We had our own stitching, and the way we would dye bone and we would dye our stones was a lot with pigment from flowers.
Yeah, from plants and flowers. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we did have our own stitching, our own designs and stuff that we did before we got the seed bead, if that's
Okay.
what you were wanting to know.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we even learned how to sew feathers on our clothing,
Mm-hmm.
feathers and fur. But
Would
yeah,
it have been originally done with like horse hair or something like that?
no, it would have been done with
Deer hide, probably.
sinew. We would have sewn with sinew, and we learned how to make a needle out of bone.
Mm-hmm.
Deer sinew, elk sinew, rabbit sinew, any sinew we could use. That's what we used
Cool.
to sew.
Okay. It's time to switch to yellow beads.
And
Barney, that
horsehair was
reason the beads I bought from you, I've used that much of them. So
horsehair was usually used for like when we needed to sew, when we needed to stitch ourselves up. I mean,
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
yeah. Let's see. I was looking for my sinew I have here. I had it out. I don't know where I put it.
And what is that made of? Sinew.
Sinew is made from the, oh my
Is it a
goodness.
natural fiber?
No, it's, oh, I guess you could say like the tender muscle on the back strap of an animal.
Oh, okay. So it is a natural fiber then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kathleen, do you want to show us a little bit of where you've gotten with yours?
Oh, not far because I've been digging for beads, so still pretty
So
much the same
sparkly.
spot. I'm trying to figure out each row. I have to figure out the next move I'm going to make, so because there is no particular pattern. I make it up as I go along.
Mm-hmm.
So I have nothing to really teach you here because anything that I do is going to be different on the next one. I'm sorry.
That's fun.
that's kind of what I do, Kathleen. This thing I'm doing
Love
here,
a
I'm making it
angle
up as
thing.
I go.
Yeah,
So,
no, on other, well, pretty much be that way in my necklaces too. I'll make it up as I go along. So, and I started beading, as you see what I'm wearing. Got carried away with making my clothes and changing the patterns on my clothes. Like the pattern of the shirt that I'm wearing didn't even call for sleeves. It was a sleeveless pattern.
Oh, you actually made the whole shirt.
Yes,
Oh,
Cute.
wow.
yeah. In fact, I even changed the design of the pattern because it came sleeveless. It was a
Okay.
tunic top. So when the sleeveless ones, I
Mm-hmm.
drew out the sleeves, and added sleeves to it. And then I designed it the way I wanted it to be, and the neck was round. I made it into a V, and it's got lace around the collar.
Yeah, it's a
So,
beautiful lace. I love that lace.
well, thanks. And I added those sequins. I sewed onto them.
Okay.
It didn't come with the sequence, and it did probably have beads on it too, but they probably washed out off all over the years. This is probably back whenever tunics first come out. I made this before tunics even came out in the stores. We came out in the patterns, like in
Mm-hmm.
Joann's and Hancock's and places like that. I was
Yeah,
making these before you'd see people wear them around out, in public. Just like,
right.
yeah. So this is pretty old.
Oh,
Probably
that's okay. You got you some cool vintage clothes.
yeah. Because it's tunic, and it flares out. It
Mm-hmm.
makes a smaller size. I can't believe my arms are going through the sleeve. I put on a lot of weight since I've made this, but it still fits because it was, so big and flurry out.
Is
You
it
know.
like a velvety fabric?
Yes. hmm
Mm-hmm.
So
It
it was
looks
my
soft.
Christmas one I made. So I made a black velvet one and sent it to somebody, and it was really pretty. So I never see that again. Duh. Anyway. Sometimes
Yes.
it shouldn't make.
Purple Lily was asking, does Gianna and Kathleen have YouTube channels? Yes, they do.
That's how I got started beading, though. So getting carried away with putting stuff on my clothes.
Hmm. I remember when I was in elementary school, my mom used to, she used to do, I guess, because in the early 90s or late 80s, it was real popular to do like iron on transfers. It was a big thing. And she was selling them. And then she would take ribbon and like, I remember those chunky little beads that she would sew those on with the ribbon onto the shirts and make these real crazy, something that looked very 80s, early 90s kind of looking shirts
Yeah.
and sweatshirts. She'd sell them. And then use the puff paint because the puff paint was real popular too.
Well, it all started out. My first job was I worked for a factory that made clothes for Sears.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, I was kind of around industrial clothes making. So that's and plus I was always kind of good at throwing stuff together. So
Right.
between being exposed to industrial stuff and you know industrial sewing machines and this and that and the other, you know, and then I became inspector of the clothes. So that lasted for about I don't know, a little under 5 years of my life of working with them. But I got exposed to a lot of things, you know, of how to make things and how you know. So good, I became an inspector even in my young age. So, but then they closed down when Ronald Reagan all that crap started sending our work overseas. So
Right.
job. We shut down the factory, then went to China.
That's what happened to my job at Uniroyal when I worked for Uniroyal and BF Goodrich. They sent it down to Mexico and shut down the plant that I used to work at.
Yeah. So that's how I got exposed to clothing making though.
I'm putting y'all's links in the chat for Lydia.
I'm looking like Mo today. You know, Larry Moe and Curly. Either that or a Beetle one. My hair, my hair, my hair.
Kathleen, your channel name is Kathleen Crafts.
Kathleen Brandt, I went back
Oh, you went.
this kid crap that they're pulling on the YouTube stuff. I'll put it back to my name. I don't want to be attracting attention to any kids. My channel, I don't want you know to be. My channel is not made for children.
Right, I set mine that way too. Even though I've had my kids in some of my videos, I went ahead and set it to adult viewers.
Yeah.
I gotta get some more coffee.
Yeah, mine's cold, but if I drink another cup, I might be all shaky. There we go. And then I put yours in there too.
And I was like probably 21 years old when I got that job for that Sears. I was like, you know, really young. It wasn't my very first job. I mean, I had cash register jobs and stuff, but it was my first real job. Is the way I looked at it.
Right. My first job was Burger King.
Yeah. But I mean, it was a real job compared to those.
Yeah. Let's see. The first plant I ever worked in was Cleantex. It was they made those rubber mats like what you see outside of the gas stations when you walk in the door, the one that you clean your feet off on and stuff,
Yeah.
the rough ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mom used to throw the backing, which is the rubber backing that they would put on it, and then do the little press and put the material onto the backing, and then she'd slide it down the line, and I'd be the trimmer. I used to trim the excess
Oh.
rubber off of it. That was my first plant job that I had.
Cool.
Very
That's the
smelly,
one that got
dirty
shipped
environment.
overseas or to Mexico.
Hmm.
Is that the one that got shipped to Mexico?
No, that was Clean Tex there that made the mats. It was BF Goodrich Uniroyal that I used to work at a tire plant.
Yeah.
Yeah, I trimmed rubber off of tires at that one. And that's the one that got sent to Mexico. I used to go home covered in black rubbery dust. And when I'd get in the shower, it would just like run down, and it was disgusting. Like my
I
skin
don't think
felt
I'd
like it was
probably losing that job
suffocating.
too much.
We used to joke about that Dirty Jobs TV show that
Yeah.
we should go on there, because me and the other girls, we had a program, it was a college program that we were able to go to school and work a full-time shift, or a full 40 hours a week shift.
Yeah.
And they would work around our school schedules. So it was just me and a bunch of other young girls and a few guys that worked in the student program, and that's what we did. We trimmed the tires, but they found a way to, like I said, shut that down and weed us all out anyway, because they didn't want to keep paying. That was a good paying job, but they didn't want to keep paying these students. So they found a way to get us all out of there. They threw us over there palletizing tires. I used to have to pick up tires that were like huge truck tires and
Yeah.
stack them on these pallets over my head.
Oh my
And I
God.
couldn't really do it. I injured myself one time and had to go to they had like a doctor on site that you could go to, and he'd check you out and everything. Yeah. And so they were like, but you got to keep up with production. I'm like, I didn't sign up to do this. I said I could stand at a table and spin a tire and trim the rubber and then put it on a conveyor belt. I didn't say I could lift it over my head and put it on a pallet. I said, y'all changed my job description without my permission or without my consent. And I said, and if I can't do this, I'm sorry. Now, it was a union job too, so they couldn't just fire you. They had to kind of make you want to quit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's
So that's what they were doing. They were pushing us out that way.
Yeah.
One of the funnest summers my kids had was we lived down in the middle of an agriculture farm, and the guy next door brought them a combine inner tube, and they played in it. They would roll each other around in the yard. We have a bunch of pictures of them rolling each other. Dave rolling them around in the inner tube. They're as big as the inner tubes are as big as Dave was tall.
Oh yeah.
So he's real tall. So.
I know you can go to Walmart in the summertime and buy those fake tire looking ones to play with in the pool and stuff. Yeah. They used to make those better quality, and you could like slide down in the snow and stuff. And those, the ones you get now are so cheap and thin, they'll bust.
Hey, Devin, how are you, hon? I did great. Yeah, I was a little goofy last night. So
Where'd Deanna go?
I'm here.
No, she's there.
I'm lining up my part here that I'm going to be doing for this part, the necklace part here.
Mm-hmm.
let's all go down to do Miss Walker's. Let's all go.
I haven't heard that song in forever.
I know. I don't know why I'm thinking it.
For a minute, that's what you saying. For a minute.
have a slaw burger fries in a bottle of something. Bottle of
Bottle of
ski.
tea, yeah, which I guess is beer. I don't know.
I don't know. It's beyond my understanding. No smart remarks from the peanut gallery, Dwayne. Dwayne thought he blurred me a while ago, but I saw it. He wanted to mute. It's okay. Dwayne, I spit in your squash relish.
Uh-oh. It'll be extra
no.
sweet this time.
Yeah, extra sweet.
I'm not sure he's watching watching right now. Nope. I see his phone's on the counter. He's peeing.
I know he asked you if you wanted a sandwich earlier.
And I didn't even see it. He brought me a sandwich.
Actually, I do need to tell him that I made 2 batches of that squash relish. One of them had jalapeno peppers in it, and one of them didn't. And I don't know which one is which.
No.
He likes spicy though, doesn't he? So he should be
Yeah,
fine.
I like spicy.
So I don't know if he got one that had it before or if he got one that didn't.
But
I
you
don't
can
know.
figure it out real quick.
Well, not really. I mean, I only put, see, you have 20 cups of, about 20 cups of vegetables in it, and I only put like 1.5 or 2 little small, actually they weren't jalapenos, they were habaneros. So I only put 2 small ones in.
And habaneros, aren't they even worse than jalapenos? I don't buy them because the experience I've had with them, they're like,
Yeah, habanero I can't eat.
yeah, they make a jalapeno seem like a strawberry.
I won't chew on a jalapeno, but I like the juice of the jalapeno, the flavor.
Yeah,
I love jalapeno peppers,
me too.
but I like them to be pickled. I don't like them fresh. So
Oh, I love all my chili peppers fresh, all hot peppers.
Yeah, they gotta be fresh.
I like the bell pepper and the poblano peppers. I can eat those fresh.
The habaneros, oh, they're delicious.
Hot.
Yeah, I can't do too spicy because of my reflux.
Let's see what's in like. I gotta come up with another drop. Another drop somehow. I don't know. It's getting too loosey goosey down here.
Those are nice little crystals that you got for the bottoms that are hanging on.
Those are glass, actually. Those are not even crystals, right? The square ones.
Uh-huh.
That's a glass. Those
Okay.
are Swarovskis. Those little crystals there. Oh, you mean
Those,
these?
yeah, those long ones there.
Yeah, those are glass too.
Mm-hmm. Those are pretty. Make
But
some pretty
see how
earrings
all
with
bunched
those.
up down here. I'm thinking of folding it in. I don't know yet. And gathering it up and then making a real long dangle string of them come down.
You know what would be cute too is if you did one like that and you did gather it at the bottom and then you made like a wire wrapped copper basket and made it like a hot air balloon. That would be really cute.
Maybe I could do a summer one like that.
Yeah, that'd be something to kind of change it up into something, yeah, that would work for another time of the year.
Yeah.
For Easter and stuff like that. You could put a little bunny rabbit in the basket.
Oh, yeah, what a good idea. Never even thought of that without you saying something like that. Yeah, I'm going to have to do something though, because look how loose that look. It's down, it dangles, just too loosey-goosey.
You don't like it like that?
I don't know. I mean, you
It
know.
reminds me of like flapper fringe, you know?
What?
Like the flapper dresses with the fringe that, you know, the
Oh,
beaded
yeah.
dresses and
Yeah.
stuff that they would wear in the 20s.
The 20s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they don't look so bad now that you put it like that.
Yeah, that's what it looks. It looks good to me. I like it.
Oh, okay. So see, it's nice to have
And
somebody.
those big
tell me
crystals
their
give it that
opinion.
weight to hold it close to the ball.
It's nice to have somebody tell me their opinions on that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I like doing these. That way we can give each other feedback and stuff. 'Cause
Yeah, 'cause I don't
when
have
I'm
somebody
doing
else to
stuff, I
ask.
need feedback.
My old man, he's like, I don't know. That's the
You
feedback.
can't ask a man unless he's a crafty man.
He just knew he wanted one of these. I go, what colors? I don't know. Like, geez, never mind, I'll figure it out. I go, you've been in the guy's house, right? It's where some friend he works with. Yeah, I go, have you seen any special colors stick out? I don't remember.
Jude's asking what me and Cindy are making. Cindy, you want to show Jude? You're working on that beaded pendant, I think it is, a pendant.
Yeah, here we go. I'm almost done sewing around it. I don't know that I like my edging, but yeah, I'm just
There we go. I like the colors together, and I like the little waviness.
Mommy, get one. That's very unique looking. That's cool. I like the way it swirls around there like that.
Yeah, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
And
I don't like the green beads in it, but they'll be okay. So I'll just have a few more yellow beads to go on the edge, and I'm done.
You get an O, Cindy, for originality.
I was just filling out my Christmas cards and stamping them with my little gold teddy bear, and I put these little. I didn't make the snowflakes. A lady on Etsy made them, and I was originally going to use them as tiny ornaments on a miniature tree, but I never did that. So I turned it into this little charm bracelet. But then again, I'm kind of thinking I might want to add a chain to it and turn it into a necklace.
Oh, look at there. Yeah, you know what? That would look good for a necklace.
Yeah, so I'm not sure, but I did put them on this at this point. That's what I worked on, dude. Not too much with me today.
You gave me an idea about doing it.
Yeah, if you want to see those close up, and maybe that way you could construct snowflakes like that, because they're all really neat, and they actually move very well too. Like you can, bend them sort of, and they move. Yeah. They have a flow to them. Yeah, I'll take a good close up picture if you want to see that design.
Okay, yeah, you can PM it to me.
Yeah. Those would be cool to add to your balls like that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jude. So yes, if you're getting a Christmas card from me, it'll look like that teddy bear.
Thanks, Jude. Crap. I hate when I get my bad when you have to get your pliers out to pull your needle and thread through. I've got something hung somewhere. I think I'm fixing to break a thread.
Mommy, I want to Mommy, I want to
Some of my favorite videos, hearing the little one talk in the background, some of my favorite videos are that I have are videos of my kids following me around saying, Mama, Mama, Mama. Jared used to do that a lot. He used to follow me around and say, Mama, Mama. Now he barely speaks to me. So, no, that's not true. He does speak to me. So.
Yeah, it's funny when you're younger and the kids are younger and they're constantly Mama, 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 Mama. It kind of bothers you or gets on your nerves a little bit. But then when you get older, you're like, I wish they'd do that. Now they're like, April.
Exactly.
I was like, don't call me that. They were like, well, you won't listen otherwise. I said, because after a while, I learned how to drown you out.
Jared has never called me by my name, ever. It's always Mama, or Mother. Mother.
That's what my oldest son, he calls me Mother. Oh, and I remember. So I was 20 when I had Ian, and his stepmom is like 3 years younger than me, I think. So when
Mm-hmm.
I was little, he would tell me that I was his oldest mother,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, I was 20 when I had you.
I was 19 when I had my oldest,
Well,
and he
but
will be 19 this year.
yeah, yeah, Ian is gonna be 27, and I was almost 28 when I had Jeremy. So I had 2 and 1 on the way when I was Ian's age.
Mm-hmm.
I was almost 28 when Jared was born. So, and Dave was uh, just a little over a month away from being 30.
Well, I was 18 with my first one, and I was 24 with my second one. So they were pretty young.
I
Mine are
was
both
way
3 years.
too young.
How old were you, Gianna?
I was 15 when I had my first child.
Oh, wow. Is it difficult being young like that, like physically
No, not really.
at birth? That was what I was kind of worried about when we had the scare with Colt because he had gotten a girl pregnant and she lost the baby. But I was so concerned with how young she was, whether or not, and they said part of her problem carrying the baby was that she was young.
Well, I don't know whether it's coming from Native American background. We're used to having, children at really young age.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure. I'm not going to say that's what it was, but we. I mean, and my firstborn was 10 pounds.
Wow. Wow.
Whoa, that's natural birth too. My gosh, you poor thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm not going to say that was the reason why I didn't have problem with it or anything, but I had no problem. Just
Right.
the only problem I had was, the father would just didn't stick around. So darn
That
guy.
happened with my first too. His biological
Yeah,
father didn't stick around.
same here.
Something we can all relate to, except for Cindy.
My kids were adopted, so yeah, my kids were adopted. So if you're on my Facebook, you saw last week I posted a divorce. We don't talk about divorce. Just go to bed and go to sleep. Tomorrow's a new day.
Yeah,
I saw that. Yeah.
start all over again tomorrow. I remember
Yeah,
that.
we'll start all over again tomorrow.
Yeah.
There was a friend of mine. She said that she'd asked her grandpa how, like, he'd been married, or her grandparents had been married at least 50 years when her grandma died. But she asked grandpa how did they stay married for so long, and he said, "We didn't get divorced."
Pretty much it.
There
I
you
mean,
go.
that's cool.
Yeah.
Let's
Oh
see.
boy. I've got to go to the store. I'm running out of beads. I'm not having enough to finish this.
So I have a question, because you
Mm-hmm.
talk about the crystal beads versus the glass beads. What makes something crystal?
Well, crystal has lead. I know
Yes.
that in
And
it.
it's Swarovski, and the glass is glass.
Mm-hmm. And Swarovski is. They're also crystals. They're Austrian crystals. It's just they're a brand,
Yeah, I
and
did
they're
know
supposed to
that.
be of high quality. So
Ah,
Oh
That's what I
shoot!
used on yours. So
Come
some
back,
of these
come
are
back.
glass. Yours is a mixture of glass and Swarovskis.
so
mhm.
is it the lead that makes them crystal
Yes,
then?
the lead.
Yeah,
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
they
I'm glad.
take glass and lead and it makes crystal. It gives it a heavier weight, and then
Oh,
it also polishes up like to a higher sheen than
okay.
glass
And you
will.
can't see through it.
I didn't know. Well,
Crystal is more. It's sort of like a diamond. You can't see through it. Like you can in glass. You know, it's going. You're all getting up reflections and the shines and stuff. You know, so
You know, you got quartz crystal too, which is natural crystal. Um, it's in the quartz family. I don't know the difference between it and like this. I think that's where they get the crystal from. Let me look that up. Like the Swarovski crystals, I would assume they're a quartz crystal.
well, they're from Australia and
Yeah, they're Austrian. I know that's where they come from. Let's see.
Austria, and I don't know where. Well, there's two different places from what I understand. I don't know where they are.
We got
Austrian is
rearranged.
one. I was thinking Australia was the other. I don't know. Maybe wrong. Might be Russia. I have no idea.
The second one just walked out. That's funny, Devin.
Maybe I'm taking a check. Check glass there. That'd be glass then. I guess.
Hmm.
Maybe they'll
Austrian crystal is formed by melting sand, soda lime from limestone and
Mhm.
other compounds at high temperatures. This process improves the clarity of the glass, adding brightness, gleam, and the ability to refract light. So they add sand and soda lime, which is from limestone. So they make those, then those aren't naturally occurring, but like quartz crystals, you know, they grow naturally.
Right.
These are
That's,
things I did not know.
yeah, I wasn't sure about it either because I remember looking up something on some jewelry at one point, and I came across them talking about rhinestones, and rhinestones got their name from the Rhine River. They used to get, I guess they used to get the crystals from the river originally and use and polish them up and use them in like jewelry and stuff like that.
But now
But now I guess they make them in glass
you
and,
don't really hear the
and
term rhinestone anymore, do you?
hmm.
You don't really hear the term rhinestone anymore.
Well, we use it a lot with the costume jewelry. We use we say rhinestones, but it's just like that's why the vintage jewelry has actually more value to it. It's because the quality of a lot of factors like that, like the rhinestones that were used in the vintage jewelry versus today's jewelry. You know, now we make plastic rhinestones that are junk and they get scratched up and then they don't sparkle really anymore. And
Bless you, Dave.
I'll have to see if my mom in her jewelry box, she had rhinestone shoe clips
mm-hmm.
from probably the 50s. And I'll have to see if she still has them.
Yeah, here it says right here. It says Austria is a country that's famous for crystal making. We call the crystals that are made in Austria Austrian crystals. It says the original rhinestones were pebbles of rock crystal from the Rhine River. So hence the name rhinestones. Yeah, that's where it came from. So they used to originally get them from the river, from quartz, I guess little quartz rhinestone or quartz crystals in the river, but then they started manufacturing them from glass and the limestone and all that.
So, I wonder how far back you have to go to get the actual rhinestone as opposed to the manufacturer.
Right. I'd have to dig in on that. I would probably think it'd have to be like Victorian jewelry maybe or something like that they still used the actual rhinestones. Mike wants to know, Cindy, have you went on a quartz crystal dig in your state? They have the best.
No, I have not. I've gone diamond to the diamond mine, and I've gone to a arrowhead hunt, but not quartz. I've not ever gone. Me and Darlene Buckland talked about going to hunt quartz.
I've had clear crystals, and yeah, some from Arkansas. I got these from Arkansas.
Yeah, let me show
I
Kathleen's
used
got.
to pick
Yep.
up used to pick up crystal
These are
rock
from Arkansas.
when I was a kid. So
These are natural, right off the ground. I picked them up right off the ground.
Yeah, those are large.
Arkansas,
Those are
in
pretty.
Arkansas.
yeah, you can find those like at a lot of the lakes down around Hot Springs.
So that's where you come from. You go through them and show them to you. There's a couple.
We have a lot of that kind of laying around too, around here. Oh, that's a nice one.
Lynn, the diamond mine is not what you think it is, though. Uh, it's actually just a great big field. Is all it is. It's a big field, and you dig in the field for the
This
diamond.
one you can see through it just a little bit.
Oh, that's pretty.
Mhm. I think when it comes to the value of the quartz crystals, the more clarity in it, the higher the price for it.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times it's real milky.
I
But
always
yeah,
thought,
stuff like that.
I'm just going to them and let you see them. They still got a lot of dirt on them and stuff. And I had
and
some prettier ones, but I think people that had them in my bathroom, and people come use my bathroom, I think they lifted them.
And broke them or took some.
Somebody stole my rocks out of my bathroom. But these have some sparkle.
Mm-hmm.
Lynn, the best time to go to the diamond mine here in Arkansas is right after it rains, because diamonds have like an oily outer substance when they're in the raw, and so when it rains,
There's a
that
see-through.
rain makes the mud slide off of them
Can
easier.
you see through it?
Mm,
No. It's
I
got
can't tell. Yeah, right through there, I can see you moving your hand. Yeah, so it's got a good clear spot there.
It's all very shiny.
The
That-
amethyst rock that I have is it's just like that, except it's a light purple color because we went mining up in the mountains, which is really just sifting through buckets of dirt.
That's what I want to do. I want to go sift through buckets of dirt.
Fun.
This has got a lot of real sparkly.
I see that sparkle, yeah.
Yeah, that is pretty.
And it's got that shape of that quartz. You know.
Those are real nice. You said you picked those up locally around where you live?
Well,
No, work on all.
yeah, just laying on the ground in Lake Washita.
Okay.
That's in Arkansas.
Okay.
That's down around where I used to live where I lived when John died. I lived 15 minutes from Lake Washita.
That's another one. I had some real clear ones. They just got little clear see-through spots in it. I
Mm-hmm.
had some like super clear ones you could see through, but they come up missing after Don. Some of his buddies is over here after work. I'm like, I told him, I said, you can quit bringing them home and using the bathroom. I said, because they're walking off with my rocks. So I had some much prettier ones than this. Somebody had been lifting the rocks.
Yeah, I've got some citrine and some amethyst and quartz and stuff.
Matters to me.
Mm-hmm. That's the fun thing about going to like parks and stuff around here. You could pick up stuff. I always look for rock.
Yep.
Go down with it. Let's see.
I always thought that every state had stands where they sold rocks on the side of the road. I was amazed when we started traveling that not all states have that.
No.
Yeah,
That's pretty.
that is not
Pretty.
You can go through Arkansas and all parts of Arkansas. There'd be stands with rocks, them selling rocks, crystals, and stuff.
Yeah, you don't find them around here. You have to go up to the mountains in North Georgia to around Rock City and all that.
All these little
Lookout
things
Mountain.
like that, Heather, are glass. All of them are glass. Everything on there is glass. On their things that I made you.
Yeah.
These little bitty ones, little long ones that don't look glass. These are glass too. They're all glass. There's nothing on there that's plastic. So the red ones are Swarovskis. I think the one made you with red is Swarovskis, and there's a couple roads on your clear one, as clear as I can get it. You know, There are the Swarovskis. They have
Mike said the clear ones sell for good money.
Yeah, on that clear one. But there's two
Put
rows
it
of
over here so I can put my beads away.
perfectly the round beads. They really throw the sparkle every time. That's Swarovski. You could tell the difference.
Mm-hmm.
So this one's got a lot. In fact, I probably put more on than I should have.
One empty one.
It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's like 5 rows of Swarovskis on this. And I doubt if the guy that's getting it even knows what he's getting. You know? And plus the Christmas wreaths, they're all, that's all Swarovski there. So, I dreamed this one up today. Started it this morning.
I know when I find beaded necklaces in the thrift stores, or I can tell that somebody's made it by hand. Usually, when it has a Swarovski crystal on it, you can kind of tell that that's even though I don't, it's not marked or anything, but it's just much more sparkly than some of the other beads and stuff are.
Yep, it sticks out.
And Gianna, Dwayne said, "Don't those little damn beads get everywhere?" He said, "I imagine you find those all over the place in your house."
No, just right here by the desk.
I have to vacuum every couple of days with picking up beads and little shards of copper that flies off when I snip it. It goes flying. I have to vacuum around so we don't end up stabbing it in our foot.
Now these guys hurt. The dentillium shells when you step on them.
Yeah. Well, Barbie starts her auction at 5 o'clock, doesn't she?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and call it a day for this video so that y'all can go over there and check out whatever she has for y'all tonight. And I appreciate everybody hanging out with us and crafting and talking. And
Yeah.
I know we'll see you again after Christmas sometime for sure. So I hope everybody has a great Christmas and a great New Year's. And we'll see you next time.
Okay.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.